Mics are hot, you're live.
We're good. Live? Okay, could we please stand for the pledge of allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. The meeting of the Auburn Housing Authority Board of Commissioners for December 23rd is called to order. This meeting is being recorded. Is there anybody in attendance who is also recording? Need a roll call?
Rose Turner.
Lonnie Highway.
Alan Melican.
Wayne Page. Any public comment? Seeing none, we'll move right on. Vote to approve the minutes of November 6, 2025. May I have a motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
No, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. 6, to approve the 2026 budget. May I have a motion? Do I have a second?
Could I ask,
Sure,
Chair,
you-
may I just ask a couple of questions? Is this what we term the budget?
Yes.
Yes, okay, I'm just gonna, I've got, this is
Can
just,
I get a second first?
oh, of course,
Okay, go ahead.
okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Our legal, I'm gonna go quickly because this is just basic stuff I probably should have jumped onto before. So we have to pay, we're not using an attorney
On the
for
state,
housing authorities?
on the state side, we have an attorney that's paid for by the state.
Mhm.
On the federal side, we have to pay.
Okay. And audit costs. This is a CPA that we decide to do business with, or is it someone that does accounting for all, again, other housing authorities?
We have to pay audit costs. There's a list of auditors that we're allowed to use. And you can only use the same one for 5 years and then you have to switch to a new one.
Yeah.
But we, in fact, do have to pay for
Okay.
auditing services.
May I continue, Mr. Chair?
Yes, you
Of course
may.
you can.
Okay, just wanted to quickly.
Yeah.
Now, I was just questioning the job category of bookkeeper clerk.
Yep.
Like, is Betty under a title of bookkeeper clerk?
That's what they all are.
Really? Okay,
Everybody's
that's
the same.
interesting.
Everybody is the same. They
Uh,
have different tasks, but they basically all do the same thing.
Well,
Classification.
it's a classification, and
Yep.
that's what they have to go under? Okay. But there are steps under these classifications? I assume that Betty's job is not the same as other clerks
Betty's
or
job,
bookkeepers.
actually, what Betty does, everybody does it. Betty isn't here. The
Other people can
others-
step in?
Right. Do they know it as well as Betty does? No. But are they responsible for filling in for each other? Yes. Say if Betty were to get sick, other people would have to step up to do Betty's job, including me.
But aren't there classifications
No, there
based
is-
on?
no.
Based on
No.
education or experience?
Nope.
Okay.
It was like that in the military.
All right, that's all I have
Yeah,
on
there are
that
no-
issue.
There's no like steps like in a civil service
Yeah.
thing. We're not civil service.
Okay.
So there were no, like Maureen has 2 masters. Betty has a master's. You know what I mean? So it's like,
But Betty has been here longer than Maureen. No?
no,
Hasn't-
actually she
She
hasn't.
hasn't? Okay.
No.
All right. It just seems complicated. Okay.
Okay.
That's all I had. Those
You're
are the
all set?
questions I have on that. Yes.
Okay, we'll take a vote now. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? None. Vote to approve signatures for the Bank of America.
Now, on this Bank of America
Yeah.
account, we've had it since before I started. And we used to do all our banking at Bank of America until they started charging us fees. So then, once the fees hit, we started using Webster 5 because Webster 5 doesn't charge us any fees. We have our pet deposit at Savers Bank, and that's the only thing we have at Savers. We have our regular checking account, and the rents go into Webster 5, but HUD and the state deposit the money into Bank of America. And we're going to look at changing that, but that was the only thing that we had kept with them because that's where the federal and the state government dump our like capital money.
Yeah.
So, like right now, we have a bill to pay for one of the vendors for $300,000. Well, we can't use our regular budget for that.
Right.
So I'm waiting for the money to drop from the state. Then I'll go to Bank of America and I get a treasurer's check. And I bring it from Bank of America to Webster 5. And if I don't have to stop for a light, I keep going. Because that's a live check.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's a live check, and I go from one bank to the other bank, and here you go. And I pay the bills out of Webster 5. But I have to move the money from Bank of America to Webster 5.
So when you move it, they still don't charge for the fee?
They're charging us a fee, but that's why we need to,
Just take it out.
we've got to get the
Move it.
state and federal to dump to Webster 5 and not to Bank of America. But in the meantime, until we get it changed, we need to get a more current list for Bank of America. So this is what we're going to use. So that they know who's authorized to sign in the event something were
Yeah.
something were to happen to me. So you're going to sign, but this is just so you can see what we're doing, that the Board of Commissioners voted to approve these signatures at the board meeting held on. Okay? And then I'm going to stamp it so that the bank knows that we're official, and we'll go from there.
Marty, is your name Hadaway or Hardaway?
Hadaway.
Hadaway.
It's like a suspense.
Mispronouncing it.
I'll still answer.
Now, you're going to vote to approve it, but this is in the event that something were to happen, say to me, you'd be able to go to the bank on the Housing Authority's behalf. We never take any money out. No cash is ever taken out of this account, ever.
So what's the turnover, through the chair to Ms. Brennan, what is the turnover time? You are alerted by whom that the money is there? Or you're getting the check, you have to run it through Bank of America?
It actually,
That's a good question.
it shows up on the statement, number one, that the money's there. And then it shows up if in the procurement system, the state has a system, will it actually show where the money is there. Like our accountant yesterday, the vendor's looking for payment. And I said, well, the money isn't there. So the accountant actually looked in our account and stated to us that the state has approved the payment of the $300,000, but the money hasn't actually reached the account. So after you guys have signed this and voted on it, then I'm going to go down to Bank of America, get the treasurer's check, not stop, and go right to Webster 5, deposit the money, and then I can draw down from the check. We're not obligated to pay anybody anything unless we have the money.
Right.
So is the money up here, like one of my retirement checks, it's always the fourth Thursday of the month?
There's no rhyme or reason
There isn't.
because it's once they approve the amount,
Yeah.
Paula, that we have to wait until they send it.
Right.
So they're looking for $300,000, and they wanted it before Christmas. It's like, well, if the money doesn't show up,
Where are we supposed
then
to get it?
we're not obligated to pay anything. Does that make sense?
Not really, not on your side, yes. On
their
the
side,
state
no.
side, it would seem to be some consistency as to a date or something if,
They have 30 days to actually pay
Do it
it.
from
Once the
approval.
vendor submits the invoice, and that gets
yeah.
done
Okay,
online.
well, yes, of course, okay.
So they have 30 days to give us the money, and they said they approved it on
Okay, I
the
see.
19th.
So this is based on vendor statements?
Yes.
That you're getting this money? This isn't a monthly
No.
amount from the
No.
state and federal? Okay, sure, I can understand the regularity now then.
Does it make sense more?
Yes.
Okay?
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
A second?
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None. Okay, vote to approve amendment number 11 to contract for financial assistance, CFA.
Okay, that's,
Wow.
see, this is where like the money comes from, these votes to approve. You look at the dollar amount, and we have to see how the targeted is $711,839.73.
Yeah.
So this, the board would vote to accept this, but that 300,000 they're looking for is part of this contract.
Okay.
Wow.
Right.
It's a lot of money,
It is. Oh, yeah.
but they're doing weatherization at Pheasant Court, in the front of Packagug, and at Auburn Heights. There's 3, and it was a grant that we were given. So you're just voting to approve accepting this amount of money. Okay?
Yeah. Can I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. Vote to approve the Mass State Aided Property Insurance Program Participation Agreement. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
You got any questions, Paula?
I do. I just would like a general explanation of what we're getting here and what we're accepting.
The state provides, state's under contract with this company, and it's a blanket policy for all the state-aided housing authorities. So the state, on our behalf, all our behalfs, procure this insurance, property insurance, and we have to agree that we're willing to provide, to go along with them,
Yeah.
and we always have. Now they're trying to formalize it by having a sign, present it to the board, that we have this, and have you vote, and then we sign that we're all set with it. But
Okay.
we get a better price because we're bulk accounts.
Well, what has it been in the past?
It's always been that way in the past.
Yes.
We just didn't have a formal.
Agreement.
So what's generated the necessity for a formal agreement? Why is it changed?
I think they're going. I think somebody has time on their hands, and they're going through and trying to clean up things.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like
So now they want to formally introduce it, even though it was already introduced.
Yeah.
It's
It's been
not
the whole time I've been here. This is what we
on
had.
the table.
Okay.
But somebody decided that maybe we should clean this up a little bit.
All right.
All right. Did I get a motion on this one?
Does that
We
make
did.
sense?
Yeah,
Before the
yes,
fact, yeah.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yes, and did we have a seconded?
I did.
You did,
Yes.
okay.
All
And
in favor?
Yes.
Aye. Opposed? None. Any public comment?
I have a question.
Sure.
Mr.
Go ahead.
Were we supposed to have checkbook registers today?
you're gonna get the registers, but you're not gonna vote on them anymore. Do you know what I mean? You're not voting, because you're not signing them anymore. That was at the last
The last meeting. Yeah.
But are you gonna get registers? Yes.
Okay.
And you'll have
Yeah,
them
because we
by
didn't have, what did we not have? October and November?
October
October,
September?
and November.
November.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It was
October,
only those two.
and, yeah, October and November. And there were issues with October because we had problems with the rent that the residents were paying. So it got delayed because we had to keep sending the checks back and the bank wouldn't
I knew
accept
there was
some
a
checks.
problem with some month. Yeah.
There was some issues. Now November,
It was with the government shutdown.
yep. And with November, they would have just been, they need to go to the accounting firm now because we're a month behind on all. So today is December. So December wouldn't be ready till January because that's when we get the statements from the bank. In November, I'll turn into Mike and Gary to do November's accounting, but that hasn't even gone in yet. So October, you're owed October.
Okay, so we can see that in the next meeting?
You're gonna see that at the next meeting.
Okay.
And anything else that we're
A little bit behind.
lagging behind on,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
saying.
You need more hours in the day.
And now, this is the thing, we've got HUD's coming in to inspect us on January 12th. They only give you a couple weeks' notice to let you know they're coming, because the expectation is that you're staying up on everything. So we've had a state inspector come in to inspect the state properties, because that had to be done by the end of the year. So we've had the state properties inspected, and they've targeted certain, like health and safety violations have to be done within a certain amount of time. So that took priority, health and safety. So they've been working on the state property. In the meantime, we've got, as we speak right now, HUD is being inspected. The federal properties are being inspected right now. And this way, anything that's health and safety, we need to make sure we take care of before they come through on the 12th.
So if the state has flagged something,
Yep.
then you make an effort, a good faith effort to clean up those violations before. Now, are any of these visits announced?
Yes, they have to receive 48 hours notice.
Okay.
So that residents do get notice
They can.
in writing.
Yeah.
Well, you guys know too.
Mhm.
Okay.
And that gives us the opportunity to look for the health and safety, like if they have a GFI that isn't working, that could cause a fire. You know what I mean? So they look for all these different violations in the units, and then the residents, we've had a lot of blocked egresses. So in other words, they're putting a china cabinet in front of the back door. You can't do that.
Oh my God.
And multiple. We have people that are using the bathtub as storage.
Oh my
Oh, okay.
How is that possible? How do you
God.
wash?
How do you,
Yeah.
So Kim's out there, she took all the inspection reports and she's documenting the violations, and it says right in the lease, oh, by the way, you can't do this. We have people that have refrigerators and freezers. They can't do that.
Oh.
We pay the electric bill
Yep.
for the elderly.
I mean, they have an additional refrigerator?
Oh, yeah.
freezer?
Additional, yeah.
Additional freezer. It's different with the families because they pay their own
Right,
electric.
right.
That's different.
Right.
But
I didn't know
the
that.
elderly, we pay their electric. So guess what? It says right in the lease, you cannot have these additional
Right.
appliances.
Yeah.
So we went through the lease, we're writing up all these things, and they're like calling us up, and what do you mean? Here's your lease,
Read it.
here's the violation, and you need to stop.
Right.
Respectfully.
Well, they're gonna do it, or we're gonna push to evict.
Yeah.
We've got tenants that owe us money. Betty's been going through all the people. We have repayment agreements started with people. Some of them owe big money, and they're looking to the state for assistance on how to get relief from. And we comply with whoever calls us and just says, yes, in fact, they do owe us money, and it's up to the agency as to whether
If
they're
they
gonna
want to give it to them or not.
give
Yeah.
them the money.
Yeah.
And if they don't, they have to pay it within a certain amount of time, or we're gonna push to evict.
Mhm.
I mean, these people have known for months
Oh, sure.
that they owe us money. And you know what? With the housing crisis the way it is, people are desperate
Mm-hmm.
for housing. If people aren't gonna follow the rules and pay as they're supposed
Consider
to,
it.
or at least let us know so that we can do a repayment agreement with them.
Right.
And then if they violate the repayment agreement, it's like we give them another chance. And then we do another repayment agreement.
Oh,
Because it's
yeah.
like, this is what you have to do. You have to show due diligence that you've gone after them for the money because they
Oh, yeah.
owe us.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have to show that we've made a sincere effort
Mm-hmm.
to help them stay housed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, our goal is not to evict people. Our goal is to get them to follow the rules.
Yeah.
And if they can't, they need to come to us and tell us what's going on.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's not enough to say, oh, I have to buy Christmas presents for my kids. You need to have a house and a roof over their heads and food. I mean, Auburn Youth and Family Services,
Love them.
there's so many agencies out there right now that are helping people with whatever. I mean, with gifts for the kids. I mean, even at my church, at the churches, they're collecting food, they're collecting gifts for children, and it all goes to Auburn Youth, and Auburn Youth
Mm-hmm.
Distribute it.
ships
yeah.
it out. It's perfect.
That's right.
So no child should be without a present.
Oh, no.
No child
absolutely
ever
not. No.
should be without a present.
Toys for Tots.
And this is the thing, you got all these agencies that are stepping up,
Mhm.
but the tenants, their biggest responsibility is to pay a rent
Mm-hmm.
or pay something.
Mhm.
We've got people that just ignore us and are paying nothing. And we can't have that. I mean, even if you sent us $5, at least we could, you could show
You're
that
paying something.
you're paying something.
Yeah.
And we have
Sure.
residents that are paying us $5.
Wow. Ouch.
But you know what? At least they didn't ignore us.
Right.
They paid us something. We're making a repayment agreement. We redo their rent to reflect if they lost their job, if they got laid off, quit their job, never had a job. Their support, they're not getting child support. There's all these different things that come into play that you can't anticipate.
Right.
So we make the effort to reach out to them and say, what's going on? I mean, you have to tell us. Because how can we fix it if you don't?
Right.
So we've got some of that going on, but we've been working on cleaning it up. We contacted Karen Allers about the state residents, and we're working with the federal attorney on the federal side going forward. But all that gets reported to these to HUD and the state. So we have to show that we've made every effort to collect the funds. And we're not going to court with anybody on the first 3 go-arounds.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we're not going to waste anybody's time.
Right.
I mean, if people can't pay, they can't pay.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's our responsibility to work with the residents to see if we can fix it.
That's right.
And if we can't, then we obviously have to go to court and let the judge decide what they're going to do. And then we report it to HUD and we report it
Go
to
from
the
there,
state,
yeah.
what
Right.
steps that we took to collect the rent, because that's our responsibility. And the same thing with the lease violations. You can't have the back door, even though you never use the back door, if the fire department needs to get in the back door, they can't be pushing a china cabinet
Oh, my God.
out of the way. That makes no
We've
sense.
seen that before.
Mm.
I've seen it
Many
before,
times. And then they get mad because what are they supposed to do with the china cabinet? You can't have it here.
You can't have it here.
Either that or put it in the living room or something, but
Read
you
the
cannot
bylaws.
block your door,
No.
Right.
whether you use it or not.
Mm.
And you don't want anybody getting hurt trying to get in
No.
in the event there was a fire or a gas leak or something.
But they read the rules.
Yeah, so this is the deal. We've got a lot going on. We've got inspections to complete, looking for health and safety violations to get those addressed within a timely manner, because there's a time frame that we have to address them by. Then we've got the inspector from HUD coming January 12th, and that was the last possible date we could get. I said, give me the last one. So they were like, here you go. I'm like, well, that's good. So we're going to work with that, and whatever happens, happens. Because we don't know if we're going to have a snowstorm or whatever. But any kind of weather emergency takes priority for the maintenance people. They have the day of the storm, they clear the roadways. The day after the storm, they clean up whatever. You know, they make sure the fire hydrants are clear. That's the second day. They check the parking spots to make sure that they're clear. We've been lucky we haven't had a considerable amount of snow
Yeah.
Exactly,
Yeah.
yeah.
yet. But that's not to say that we won't. But that's the priority. Then we've got a vendor that's been doing this weatherization project that wants the $100,000. They think they're coming in here on the 5th of January. Well, that's their time frame.
Wow.
That's not our time frame. And they want a maintenance person to go ahead because they're changing the breakers in the apartments, the panels. That's what they're doing. And tenants have a bunch of crap in front of the breakers. So we've got to make sure that they're threatening us. This contract company is threatening us. We have to make sure we have their breaker panels clear prior to these
Guys coming in.
superstars coming in. And it's like, how are we going to do that with all this other stuff going on?
Right.
Do you know what I mean? But we have
Yep.
we have our own priorities, and we're not dancing for them.
Right.
We're the customer, not them. And we have to go by what's our priority as the housing authority, and that's to get through our inspections, to make sure we don't have any health and safety violations anywhere, state or federal,
Yeah.
and to get through the HUD inspection on the 12th. And now we're hearing that they're focusing pretty much on in the apartments in the federal program. So we have to make extra effort to make sure that everything is the way it's supposed to be. And they don't go in all the units, so we don't know which units
Going in. Yeah.
they're going in. Chances are good we can usually tell them who we have lease enforcement action against or who will go into court, and they won't go in those because they know that we already have issues with those units, and then we can hope that they pick some good ones. But it's just a random thing. We have no notice of where they're going prior. They do it the day of the inspection.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we have no idea. And then if it snows, then they can't really see the roof. They can't really see the sidewalk.
That's right.
You know what I mean? By having the string lights on the poles is a good thing because then they know the pole's working.
How about
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
right.
The electrical outlet is actually working because,
That's
by the
right.
way, you got the
Light
lights on the
poles.
poles.
Yep.
So it's kind of a game, and if you do well, they don't come for 3 years. So we did well the last time, so the 3 years have passed, so now we're due for inspection again. And whatever it is, we just deal. In the past, we've done really well. But in the past, we didn't have all this other stuff going on. I mean, the government shutdown kind of held us up, not on the state side, but on the federal side. And we're just trying to work through all these different issues. But the accountant says we're doing really well. We're doing really well. We have good money in reserves, and
Good.
we're doing okay. And the state's been giving us capital money. We always had capital money on the federal side. That was never an issue. The state has, this is $700,000
Yeah.
for this weatherization. That's a big thing. And they had this blower come in to see how the doors were working. I mean, it was like the craziest thing, but we're paying for they blow it, and if there's leakage of
Air going through.
Yeah, I mean, they've made a sincere effort to help us fix the buildings. So we're
Good.
gonna just help do as much as we can, but it has to be at our terms, on our terms.
Yep.
And the weather is the biggest thing, because we have to make sure the properties are safe.
Okay.
And amen.
Good job.
I need a motion to adjourn.
I motion to do adjourn.
I need a second.
I'll second this, Chuck. Thank you, Monty. Monty was,
Come on, you two.
she was letting me.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. Our next meeting will be January 6th, 2026 at 10 a.m.
I can't make it. That's where I go to have my leg fixed. And I can't cancel that. I
Okay.
got 2 breaks.
Is everybody else good for the 6th?
10,
Monty?
10 a.m.
Yep,
Yeah.
I can't make it.
You can't make it?
Scott has an appointment.
okay, you wanna try another date?
What about the 13th?
Why not? Yeah.
13th?
Is that
Can you
too
make
far out?
Can you make the 13th?
I can make the 13th.
13th?
So
I
wanna
don't
try
know.
for the
I'll
13th?
check
10
it.
a.m.?
Rosie don't know.
Do I have it in my,
Come on now.
I'll
You
pick
do
you
a
up, I know.
spreadsheet and everything else. You ought to be able to do that.
I know it. Need my spreadsheets.
All right, so we'll do January 13th,
10 a.m.
2026 at 10.
And that gives us some time between this meeting,
I was gonna say, that's close, yeah.
this meeting and the next meeting,
Yeah.
so that's good.
That's for sure.
That was good.
Now, the budget, they have to
Yes,
sign.
sir.